hero, it feels like.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of Lesh anymore. He was like very popular for like a very small window, and then he just fell off completely. Guess he's more, again, when you have like the illusion heroes.
More of a mid too, so it's not as flexible. So the boosters...
Occasionally you see Whisper still whip it there, but...
Yeah, well, he plays...
He's a specialist.
Crazy shit.
He's a specialist.
Elder Titan. Okay. So
somebody call it Fog.
That's an offlane ET, mid tiny, and then Monkey King. PLEB is playing Monkey King, but maybe, actually, none of these cores really want to lane into a Death Prophet on the side of the boosters. And it is a YATOROGOD Pudge.
All right, so it's a safe lane Pudge as expected. Very interesting. That's going to be hard for them to get enough damage over onto on this Pudge when you've got Miposhka babysitting him there in lane.
Yeah, I mean, ET plus it'll be ET Willow or maybe ET
Willow, I think. Yeah, because MadFrog's playing the Dark Willow.
But maybe they still run the Grimstroke as the like 5, but in the offlane position.
True, they could do that.
Just to play with the ET and maybe kill the Pudge, but. I mean, I guess Echo's the Stomp is not a bad setup also for the Dark Willow spells, but that requires you to have some levels in Stomp, and often when you're an offlane ET, like you're gonna max out that Spirit. Maybe even I guess getting a point in aura is not that useful against Pudge. He's got low armor anyway. So yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see how this game pans out. We have interesting drafts on both sides.
I appreciate what the boosters is doing, having interesting offlaners, but I'm just concerned that it's not going to be enough. If that makes sense.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They want to start the game off strong. They go for a 5-man smoke. Looks like this probably is just to get wards down, though.
This was over before it started, right?
The tips coming out here. Yatoro appreciating the fact that they went for that Elder Titan pickup for the offlane.
Oh, don't mind me. Just a wee fairy going about her business.
He is a silver tier Elder Titan. Maybe this is just a man that does not use Dota Plus very much. I could see that. Some pros don't use Dota Plus. Also, Malik is from PuckChamp, right? So he's in the Eastern European region with these Team Spirit boys, so I'm sure there's some friendships.
Friendly bands back and forth between them, hopefully. Not just straight up flames. You have that ward put over on the cliff side, giving them a little bit of information, and they've opted to put a very forward ward over on the side of Team Spirit in that top lane, so... Some interesting vision choices right off the bat.
Willow is up here in the top lane. I wonder if this is... if there's some lane shenanigans going on here.
Possibly. Collapse is going to get jumped on here right off the bat. We'll just put a little bit of harass over on him and force him to use some of those tangos early on. But they did manage to get themselves the other rune, having Mira kind of wrap around. So, some damage placed on Death Prophet, but they did ensure that they got a bounty rune.
Once again, Collapse is doing a pretty cool build in this game. He went for a bunch of branches and a Quelling Blade and then just his own tangos, and he's saving for boots. He just wants to have boots versus the Monkey King. So he's got 400 gold to start the game and actually almost has them. That's pretty cool. I feel like Collapse is fun to look at to see his like innovations for starting builds. Like he was the first... Go ahead.
He was the first what?
He was the first guy that started the Bracer Rush build, and going for like no regen whatsoever to do that.
I feel like it's an interesting thing to be watching a lot of the offlaners currently, especially the ones on the top teams. Like we talk about Amar all the time, how he tends to be more greedy. Collapse is definitely one of those greedier offlaners as well, and the way that he does things. And also interesting to note here, Yatoro actually is going to die. MadFrog getting the first blood. So Miposhka opted to go for the Fatal Bonds for the first level there. So there was no heal available to help out the Pudge this time around.
Yeah, I think usually that's the play on level 1. Like, you Fatal Bonds, it does like 200 damage to both heroes. It's pretty ridiculous.
Surprised that they got that aggressive, though, I guess, during that engagement there, knowing that you don't have that little bit of the backup. So they put the moves on Yatoro again. He's going to have to navigate around the little bramble patch here. A lot of harassment being placed on Miposhka, too.
Yeah, Yatoro's looking kind of pathetic on this Pudge here to start, which is what the hero does. He's not very strong at level 1. Good base damage, very weak armor, and very fat and very slow. So we can see that being punished there.
Right. Busy rotation over to the mid lane from Mira. He's going to make sure that he can grab the other water rune. So that way Evo can't get both of those, but he does, of course, have his own that he went to the bottom for. This middle lane, though, looking pretty good here. Pretty evenly matched up. 15-2 on Kunkka, 14-2 on Toronto-Tokyo. Or, sorry, on Evo here.
Yeah, I don't think either of these heroes really have any advantage in this lane. Just two fat boys slowly harassing each other. Yatoro hit a hook bot, by the way, but level 2 Pudge, level 1 Rod is very weak at killing anybody, and Warlock is the position 5, so it's not exactly a great kill threat hero with the Pudge.
Right.
Radiant structures are fortified.
We'll get a little bit of toss back action here in this middle lane. Some body blocks over on Toronto-Tokyo, but they go and manage to get him out here.
How's top going? Monkey is kind of struggling a little bit. Collapse. Yeah, he went for boots and then for his blades of attack to just have extra damage for those long-range right clicks. Cool. Yeah, I'm always super fascinated in his builds. Collapse went for level 2 in his Crypt Swarm, by the way. So playing more to like push the lane out and slowly harass rather than to go for any sort of kill attempts with the level... Oh, never mind. Actually, he's got level 2 in Spirit Siphon. He was holding the point.
Yeah, they've been pretty aggressive here in this lane. And I feel like that's also because of the fact you've got a Marcy, right? So being able to put the pressure down, making your enemies 5 get really scared about the way that they move around here is very, very important. And then you get that little extra burst of speed thanks to the rebound. So, kind of an interesting lane up here.
Yeah, I think the supports in this game are definitely the ones that can die, especially the 5s. Like Miposhka, if he gets too out of position down here, he's definitely killable. But Yatoro is Pudge too. The hero's pretty pathetic. He can die. He actually went for level 2 in Rot, so he's looking to get kills down here rather than like tank up with the Flesh Heap.
Do you like that choice?
Yeah, it's working. He just got to kill.
It is indeed. Yeah. Top lane, a bit of harassment being placed over onto P1. He's going to have to force some of those stick charges. Ooh, he sits at like 16 hit points as Mira has to run, turns back, walks right back into PLEB. I think maybe he was hoping to do something else here, but there should be a denial over on P1, and Yatoro gets a kill on MadFrog.
I don't know what
So I guess the extra damage is paying off.
Yeah, that was a pretty insane, like, mechanical outplay from him, too. He dodged the Dark Willow W with, just hiding in the trees with, like, literally one attack away from dying. A couple of times he did it, actually. And then hits a hook to finish off the kill on the Dark Willow from long range. Like, that was just super nice from Yatoro. Bit of boat action, all right. Just
Not enough to quite finish off Evo, though.
Yeah, I think that's good. Just throw spells out to harass, and Toronto-Tokyo, he's got a catapult mid, although collapse.
Yeah, he is all alone by himself. So the booster's realizing this, taking advantage of the fact that he is got no one nearby. Although Marcy is making this rotation, Mira in position. Toronto-Tokyo will get the X off. They've got the one creep over there, but we'll get cleaned up. Mira just gonna toss back over onto Evo, but looks like he's just gonna try to harass as Toronto-Tokyo continues to farm up. Oh, and Malik. Kill on Miposhka. Not gonna be able to go and land the hook in the bottom lane.
Damn, Yatoro's got 3 points in rot. So this man's really looking to get kills.
Oh, Mira, nice play here coming out from P1 with that Phantom's Embrace. Will help ensure that they get the kill on the Marcy.
And Pudge is dead.
Pudge is dead bottom lane, yep.
Yep.
Kind
That's
of a
what
wacky
happens. Yeah, that's what happens when you go 3 points in rot. That's very, very greedy. Because that second point in Flesh Heat, man, it doubles the damage block. It's wild. It's very noticeable.
Top lane, realizing now that PLEB is pretty much on his own. They're going to put out their own harassment. But is going to regroup here with P1. Hop down here with the Inkswell. The Boundless connecting over onto Mira. They have enough damage. Looks like they're a little bit afraid. Because with Collapse nearby, it's going to make it a bit more difficult for them to get the kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, Collapse is just trying to get us level 6 at this point. Goes for 3 points in Crypt Swarm. Not opting to go for the Spirit Siphon. Like, he's just playing to push the lane out and farm.
TORONTOTOKYO, he's up top, trying to get the vision over onto PLEB. It's pretty fast with those phase boots. Goes for the Torrent play. Won't manage to spot over here, but not going to be able to get his hands on the Monkey King, as it looks like PLEB's just going to back off. Middle lane, Miposhka. It's got the Cursed Crown. They've got the Avalanche. This should be a dead Warlock.
He was just trying to get his 6 mid. My boy. It happens. TORONTOTOKYO, he's sticking around top too, by the way. He's doing this nice play that a lot of mid laners are doing right now, which is you rotate somebody somewhere, you maybe get a kill, maybe you don't, and you just stick around. And instead of going back mid, you just say like, okay, well, they don't know where I am, so I could be mid or top, and so both lanes are pretty free.
Bottom lane, Yatoro, he is alone, and he is very dead. As Miposhka might be the next one to go down here. Looks like they're going to respect the tower. I'll drop a ward, though, to get the vision. It's P1, he spots Miposhka, so he's going to throw out a Stroke of Fate, slow him down a little bit. He's got the Inkswell, should be able to connect over onto Miposhka. Needs the rest of his team here, though. As the teleports are coming out, they're going to try to punish them for going a bit far. The Xbox spot over onto P1, but PLEB is nearby, so they'll end up losing that Grimstroke. Miposhka's still alive, though, as TORONTOTOKYO turning back around. Yatoro making his way over, hoping that maybe he can get himself a hook, maybe something here. Dispose off over onto Evo, turn back around, get the kill on Miposhka. And the Fatal Bonds toss up into the air. They need a little bit more damage to get this tiny. Do they have it? They should eventually. It's going to take some doing, though. He's fairly tanky. As we can see, Yatoro, he's a big boy. Big, slow boy. He's just going to use that dismemberment on some creeps.
Yeah, he's got a farm.
It's been a rough lane for him. Silence connecting, though, here over onto Collapse. He is trying to get out of there as fast as possible. Malik just punches him down.
Okay, that's a Chad build. Mask of Madness on Elder Titan. He has no points in Stomp, no points in Earth Splitter. Natural Order Astral Spirit. Okay, this is a cool build. I like this one. I like this one.
Ooh, a nice hook over here coming out from Yatoro. We'll follow up. Mira getting into position. He needs to be careful, though, because he's taking so much damage. Mira just punching way over onto PLEB, and looks like Yatoro is going to survive. Mira doesn't look like he's going to be quite as lucky. He wants just a little bit more damage. Collapse, he's here, but he doesn't manage to get the final hit off in time as a nice terrorize coming out from MadFrog will push Collapse away. That was very close. Oh, and while this is going on, TORONTOTOKYO in the mid lane with Miposhka. Looks like they used the Chaotic Offering.
Yeah, he got rocked. Yeah, Yatoro, he's got a farm. He goes for that second point in Flesh Heap now, opting to instead of trying to get kills, he's just kidding. He's gonna try to kill somebody.
He's gone up there. They did smoke though on a couple here. Mira finding Malik, dispose right back again. They've got the sidekick action going on too, and Malik, he's just trying to punch his way through this. In fact, Yatoro's looking a little scared here. He's gonna run away. Malik turns the
He's gonna kill them both.
Goes running after Yatoro. Oh my God! Can he get himself a double? Nah. That dismemberment just enough. Just enough so there close to keep Yatoro alive. That was scary for the side of Team Spirit.
Yeah, that was almost disastrous. That was a big Astral Spear too. He got that through multiple camps in a creep wave.
Now Collapse in the bottom lane is covered by multiple heroes, 3 of them in fact, so he is going to get picked off by the side of the boosters.
Yeah, Collapse is just rushing BKB. I like the build that he did. Soul Ring on Death Prophet, maxing the Crypt Swarm, and you just play to like shove out lanes. But the boosters are doing a really good job at punishing it. Like PLEB is playing incredibly active, and I think with Grimstroke this is super viable. Like Grimstroke makes it so that you can actually get a bunch of Jingu stacks off and Jingu hits.
A little bit of action coming out here. But they're just gonna disengage, use the boat, walk away, get the regen rune picked up over on Mira. And that's all for right now. Collapse in the bottom lane, getting the Soul Siphon, Spirit Siphon off over onto PLEB. A little bit of hunting here. Mira making his way over, gonna get the rebound, dispose, get a nice soul bind off, so they have the silence, but do they have enough right-click damage here to finish off PLEB? It's looking pretty good. They'll finish him off. So soul bind is down. And you see Miposhka getting into position, doesn't have the chaotic offering just yet, but we'll be able to provide that support. Bottom lane.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of focus on defending this bot area on Team Spirit.
That was a nice play here coming out from MadFrog. Saw the Marcy jump forward looking for the dispose, but being able to go into the Shadow Realm, felt safe. Some of these spirits coming out again, they do less damage to the towers before, but a good silence coming out. They'll follow up with the chaotic offering over onto multiple 3, over onto the backlines. Oh, here though, Collapse is not looking too healthy, so they'll end up getting a kill on the Death Prophet, as now TORONTOTOKYO is gonna get stomped. They get the hook off over onto Evo, and they've got the Bedlam coming out from MadFrog. YATOROGOD just hasn't been able to quite finish anybody off just yet. Toss up into the air. Evo finally will end up dying as YATOROGOD making his way out of this ultimate, but the punches coming out from Malik are looking very scary. They get the dispose off for the stun. Looking for the stomp. They're gonna try to side throw it over onto this. Nice boundless coming through. A big punch over onto Mira. Is he gonna be able to get out? Yeah, he's a triple kill. This Elder Titan, what a big beefy boy, just running down everyone. He's so fast. TORONTOTOKYO running for his life here. Oh my word. Malik, he wants this real bad, but it's like, all right, fine. I guess I can't get my hands on you. Not this time.
I love the slow turnaround at the end there too. Like, he actually might be able to carry this. I'm dead serious. Like, he's looking really strong, and the boosters are like flying around him as if he's the carry. Like, PLEB is running around and being active and making space for him on the Elder Titan, and he's halfway to his eggs after that fight.
You know, I was curious because we talked about this earlier. They ran the Keeper of the Light in game number 1. This time they went with the Elder Titan. I was like, are they getting a little too wild with these picks? But right now, it looks like they were 100% correct in their assessment of picking this Elder Titan and kind of throwing that chaos into the mix.
Yeah, this is definitely not something Team Spirit... I mean, who has the, like, instincts for an Elder Titan offlane with Mask of Madness? Like, whether or not he can kill you at certain timings, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's two-shotting me. I see. Very good.
Smoke coming out from the side of the boosters. P1 and Malik hoping that they can find someone over here in the jungle. They know that they've been sticking around. They saw someone earlier. In fact, they clean up on MadFrog, but the follow-up is here from Malik. He's looking for a stomp. He's going to be able to go and land it over onto Collapse. But that's going to be it of that engagement.
That is very unfortunate that MadFrog gets picked off like right before that smoke was about to connect. That's like,
yeah, they're very close.
That's like one of the cardinal sins of Pro Dota is like, you know that he feels bad about that one because it's like you have this play, you have this timing, you feel like you can hit, and like there's not that many smokes in the game. So if you mess one up like that and the enemy team gets a kill off of it, it feels really bad. It's like, I don't know, losing like a bishop early in chess. I don't know anything about chess. I don't know why I'm trying to go there, but it's like losing.
Apparently they were playing chess earlier.
Who was playing chess?
It looked like, I think Team Secret was playing some chess earlier.
Oh,
Bottom lane, TORONTOTOKYO finding an opening over on the Monkey King. Does have to use that BKB, but is able to collect the kill.
That was cool. He TP'd out while the kill was going to happen with Torrent. That was nice.
They have vision on Evo here. They dropped the the sentry and the observer right nearby. So it looks like Collapse hoping to bait perhaps a bit with Mira standing off to the side. There it is. Jump forward, the dispose. Poshka's here. They just need a little bit more damage to finish him off in time, and they have it. So that's a dead Tiny.
I mean, Miposhka had the rock, but calculated.
I don't think he is it there.
Yeah, I mean, he calculated that the damage was not needed. Yeah, I think giving 2 ultimates away for like that is maybe feels bad, but if it's just the exorcism, it doesn't feel as important these days to exorcism towers, just because like it does so much less damage to them.
Yeah,
it almost feels like a bit more of a team fight ability now.
I would say that too. A little bit of an invasion coming out from the boosters.
Toronto-Tokyo is not a BKB
He
for
doesn't
15
seem to
seconds.
care. Yeah, he knows that they're there. Maybe not everybody, right? Because some of that vision, but is gonna go for the boat into the torrent. He's taking a lot of damage. He's gonna be able to make it out. That Phantom's Embrace nibbling away. Ooh, that last hit. No, not gonna be enough. Nice soulbind after the go for that chaotic offering. PLEB slowed down quite a bit. Malik getting a nice stomp off though. We'll slow them down. PLEB on the retreat as Collapse looking to see who's left here. Anybody? All right, they find themselves the Grimstroke with a nice hook here coming out from Yatoro. And Malik, he has that Ags online now, so.
He's valuing his life really highly. He could have maybe turned around and like killed Toronto-Tokyo there, but I think he probably dies afterwards. Like I really like that he's like Malik is playing this incredibly well. I like that he values his life there because he's like, I'm the carry. I can't just run in and die to trade for an offlaner right now. It's not worth it.
But I'm
Dire's middle
so
tower
much
is under
more.
attack.
See, do we have any
Dire are scanning.
timings coming out here? Tiny
They have the
almost blink
BKB
dagger.
on the Death Prophet now. It's a full 9-second duration.
Yep.
So that's decent.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Spirit wants to do anything with that though. They're like pretty confident going late game. I suppose the Pudge Ags timing is probably the biggest one they're waiting for. And they can just delay until that point and say like, ah, sure, we have a couple of BKBs, but Pudge Ags, I mean, this hero becomes like 3 times as strong when you get the Ags. It's insane.
Do you have a Blink Dagger that just got picked up over on Evo? So if they want to continue this aggression, which they've been doing a pretty good job on, especially every time they find Collapse, they're able to make something happen. I'd like to see him maybe pair up with Malik a little bit. Because it does feel like Malik is very, very strong currently.
Yeah, Malik can definitely be played around now that he's got the Aghanim Scepter. Looks like they are going to smoke, I would imagine. That's what they're grouping up for. Nope.
There's the Axe, though, completed now for Pudge. So smoke over on the side of Team Spirit. They're going to bait Yatoro here in this middle lane. Very wide swing here as they'll hang out near the Roche Pit. They'll send out the Spirit, do a little bit of hunting. The sentry on sentry. Jump forward here coming out from Mira. They need to get off enough damage to take down Malik. And it looks like this time they have it. The Soulbind does come into play, though. So Collapse trying to coax the Kunkka around here. Good hook coming out from Yatoro. Be able to put out the damage over onto P1. And they hit pretty hard here now with that timing.
That's just the best guy that they could jump. Miposhka puts the ward on the high ground, and they see the Elder Titan, which is effectively the carry of the boosters. It's like there's no way the boosters is going to win a fight without Malik right now. Probably for the rest of the game as well, unless like somehow PLEB gets 5 kills in a team fight, and all of a sudden he's a problem.
I mean, that opens up the Roche a lot easier for them as well, considering that Elder Titan, probably one of the best heroes around the Roche Pit, with of course the Stomp and then the splitter, Earth Splitter there. So
Bottom tower is under attack.
Collapse is being very aggressive without a BKB.
yes, indeed, Mira on the back line, so perhaps hoping that, you know, he'll be able to keep him alive. Miposhka's gonna have to teleport away, and Collapse is just, yeah, like you said, too aggressive here. I'm not sure what the idea was on that play, and now Yatoro, oh no, Yatoro, this is not good for them here. He does manage to go, get some of this healing. Can they finish off PLEB? Yes, they can with a nice boat. That was getting a little close for comfort, I think, for this Pudge. TORONTOTOKYO, though, has his crown. The toss up into the air from Evo. He has the X marks the spot, but no, they'll still get the kill on TORONTOTOKYO. Now YATORO, he's got a decent amount of damage. Will drop that Kato offering, get the kill on MadFrog. They'll turn it around over onto Malik. They have the damage, and they'll get the kill. As now you can see Mira, he would love to get his hands on Evo. Has a blink, had the dispose, but isn't going to be able to quite close that gap.
He was thinking about it, though. He was thinking about it. He's like, yeah, well, maybe they all have buybacks. Yeah, they do. They do all have buybacks. That's right. Weird fights. Really weird fights. Like Collapse running in and dying without the BKB, playing a little cocky, and then YATORO almost dying at the start of the fight. The supports are kind of carrying this for Spirit. At least the last fight. That was like... The Rock and the Fatal Bonds has been really important in all of these fights. I guess TORONTOTOKYO is like he's also carrying pretty hard with his Kunkka. Just being a huge nuisance, that's all.
It's just an interesting way that this game is being played. YATORO looking for an opening here. He can go and grab himself left, which he can. And that's a lot of damage. I'm not sure PLEB's going to be able to survive this. No, he won't with all that rot coming out now. Get the upheaval. Malik turns his attention now to Miposhka, but the X-Mark spot over onto Evo here on the side. So they'll end up cleaning up Miposhka, but they're going to possibly end up losing this Tiny here. In fact, they will. It will take a BKB to do it. YATORO having to be a little bit careful with that splitter. Malik trying to run away. He's got the whip, but he is getting sandwiched by multiple heroes. Oh, YATORO, he's sitting so very low, but he doesn't have enough damage to finish off this Pudge.
Literally 1 HP. Oh, he actually... Did he get X'd? Or did he just cancel TP? I think he canceled TP. He's just not interested in going home.
Top tower is under attack.
Very low HP on Pudge, but he's got that Aegis, so he doesn't really care that much.
They can just regen it right back up again using that dismember here.
Yep. And also he's got that spell lifesteal talent, so going for the Eternal Shroud next. I imagine there will be some disassembling of the Vanguard happening. Yep, there it goes. Yeah.
All right, well, you know, DeBoosters was looking fairly strong early on, having Malik run away with the show early, but it's starting to get a little bit hairy now for the side of DeBoosters. These fights aren't going nearly as neatly as they would have liked. Avalanche just connect over onto 2. The toss up on Mira, the soul bind. Okay, they'll be able to collect a kill on the support. Collapse here, he's pretty tanky when you consider the fact he does have that Spirit Siphon, and he's going to try to get a little bit more damage off using the Exorcism, forcing PLEB back here as he walks away out of the Wukong's command.
I'm shocked that did not go worse for Spirit. That looked very disastrous for them with the 2-man Avalanche toss starting everything off there.
Yeah.
Collapse is just like a little too tanky.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Realizing that most of the heroes are down in that bottom portion of the map, TORONTOTOKYO is going to go and finish off the tower with YATORO. PLEB does teleport in, and they are about to get sandwiched. They need to be very careful. They're hunting Miposhka. YATORO, he finds himself this Dark Willow. They're going to have to use the Terrorize here. As they finish off Miposhka, they get the courier for TORONTOTOKYO. YATORO blinks away. Oh, but he gets it right back here again. Gets a kill on MadFrog. TORONTOTOKYO is going to get tossed right up. He's going to get hooked by YATORO. Gets dragged away from the side. Mira also joining into the fight. So a little bit of ring around the rosy as in comes Collapse. They CP1. They want this kill, and they got it. Malik just kind of getting kited a little bit, jumping back around the toss-up into the Avalanche, followed up with a very nice balance. That's going to be the Aegis that gets claimed here. They're getting into position. Collapse not looking too great. Mira's going to fall. They'll end up losing PLEB, though, which is a main damage dealer. And again, this Pudge is back up. He's doing a lot, and this Soulbind not going to do nearly enough. TORONTOTOKYO is going to try to run away here from Malik. He's getting punched to death over here. They go for the hook, not going to be able to quite land it. Might be able to get MadFrog during this. Malik, though, he chases for quite a ways to get the kill on TORONTOTOKYO. And now, oh my god, MadFrog's going to get himself a regen rune. Feels good, but this is not looking great here now for Malik. They'll even use that chaotic offering to ensure that this Elder Titan is just out of here. They've had enough of his nonsense. Oh, but over Collapse, turns back around. He's got the Spirit Siphon. He pops the BKB, and now Evo, he canceled out the teleport. What?
That was the Spirit Siphon shard.
That was the Spirit Siphon. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the shard. That's right. I forgot about that. Oh, man.
Dire's middle tower is
It's like the fights are looking close. It's like Malik is doing a lot of damage. It's just that he's just barely not doing enough. As maybe the Miposhka goes down for free here.
Miposhka does die. Don't quite manage to land the hook, but MadFrog is going to pay for this with his life, so
At least we're not stuck in
they do
court.
get some sort of
Dire's middle tower.
reckoning here. Mira in the bottom lane is going to go and do some of these punches. The drag back here from Yatoro going right through that BKB pleb. He's not looking too great as Mira is forced away, but Yatoro, he's just such a tanky boy. Just walks right after pleb. There's going to be the dispose, and that's a dead Monkey King.
Yeah, you would think Pudge is kind of bad against Monkey King, because you just, stand at his Wukong, you can't do shit.
Yeah.
But with eggs and the regen production, he can't lifesteal as much as he would normally if you just stand a man up, and then your Flesh Heaps also protect you against all the little Wukongs hitting you, so... I've seen Pudge more often than not be able to man up against a Monkey King if you have the gold lead. It can look really bad though if the Pudge is like behind or even.
That's what I was about to say, is I feel like if you're behind, it feels very bad to play Pudge against the Monkey King. But in this case, 16k net worth lead as opposed to 10k for the Monkey King here. So he's got to feel very confident.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
Yatoro's huge. I mean, even with the BKB and the Wukongs, like Yatoro's just right-clicking him to death, which is not what you would expect from a Pudge. But with these Flesh Heaps, he's actually got a lot of strength.
Trust me, I know how to handle such power.
And the amount of particles radiating off of Yatoro's Pudge.
Yeah, no.
That's
That's
a
a-
lot.
That Immortal patch was a good patch for Pudge. He's got a hell of a lot of items with glowy things flying off of him.
Yeah, I feel like he's one of the most popular heroes in Dota. Has been for a while.
The
So
most.
it makes sense.
The most.
Is he?
Yes, and the best hero in Dota. The most fun.
scary.
When it's can they get their hands on this spider legging around like, where are you, pleb? Where are you? And there's a kill on P1 while this is going on. Yatoro finding this opening.
Whose house?
Kind of a wacky game.
Yeah, every game with a Pudge in it is wacky, Moxie. This is the wackiest hero in the game. That's why he's so fun.
I think things with skill shots, I think, are especially like satisfying, right? Things
And
like
fun-
Marana Arrow.
And funny when you miss them too. That's also the funny thing.
Do you laugh every time you miss a hook?
Yeah, most of the time. Most of the time, I think. I don't think you can play Pudge without understanding that you're a goofy guy, If you're playing Pudge, you're going to be a big goofball that game.
Okay.
Yatoro's, he's committed to it. He started the game off with the tip. He's been missing
Yeah.
his fair share of hooks and hitting some others.
You miss every hook you don't take. Like that one in the top lane. He missed it, but he took
Yeah.
it.
He tried.
A little bit of hunting going on. Ooh, a good blink here away from the Willow. And they're going to say, yep, they definitely have vision. So they'll rip that down. And there's a double damage outside this Roche pit.
And Roche will respawn in 15 seconds. So this will be a convenient place for DD to be.
Laps needs to be very careful here. He is getting pincered upon. Yeah, they drop the Wukongs, and they're just going to punch collapse as much as they can. Even using the BKB, and it's not enough. They're just too fast with too much physical damage.
He fed away the gem there.
It's not great.
Miposhka just bought him a gem and it's lost. That feels really bad for Spirit.
That's why we can't have nice things.
This is exactly why.
MadFrog in the middle lane. That was a big crit, but it's gonna be fine. Managed to walk away. See that nullifier getting used, and there's the drag back over onto PLEB. Now TORONTOTOKYO kind of in no man's land, as he is on his own. He gets the X mark off over onto P1, gets a boat on top of it. So MadFrog does fly to Mira, chase on P1. That's another hit. And they would love to get their hands on Malik over here. Mira jumping forward has that double damage. They'll go and they'll drop the chaotic offering. They've got the nullifier over onto Malik. They need to just chase him down and punch him to death. And by God, they will be able to do it. Mira on that Marcy, delivering the punches. They're looking to see if they can grab anyone else using that rebound. Trying to go a little bit faster. Do they have the blink up? There's the avalanche from Evo. He says to stay away, stay away. But he doesn't want to stay. There's a toss up into the air, but the dismemberment coming out over onto Evo despite that BKB.
Oh, he can hook
gotta
this.
try to get out of there. He's got the hook, but it's just not quite enough damage. But it was close.
GG, Yatoro's a noob. If he blinked, he could hook.
Oh my god, he got pleb.
Yeah, he did. He did. One thing I want to focus on that I think is really cool is Toronto-Tokyo got a nullifier. And what that does is he uses it on the ET and then it purges the astral spirit even though he's magic immune because it pierces magic immunity now. So it doesn't stop the magic immune part, but it does stop all of his damage.
They say that they were baiting a little bit here over in the mid lane. They were looking over at Mira and Miposhka. Miposhka being... Oh god, they just dive right on in. They want this tiny. The E-Blade coming out, a lot of damage. It's a dead Evo. Patience paying off for the side here of Team Spirit. It was a rough start with that push. I was looking for, he's looking for some fishing. Yep. He's so tanky.
That's a fountain dive. He's got an arcane rune, so he's looking at went for a deso. What the hell?
Just trying to rot this Willow to death. Look at this. Well, the rest of his team is hitting buildings, and they're like, all right, get out of there. Come on. I want to see what their faces look like during this. I'm sure he's just laughing. Actually, I don't know. Dota players don't show a lot of emotion sometimes, too, so.
No, even when they're having a good time, they don't.
Even when they're having a good time, yeah. Even when they win. Oh, yeah. Focusing back up again. Team Spirit. Hitting the buildings. See that they found themselves the Monkey Kingdom dismemberment coming into play. And they're leashed up over here on the side, but doesn't really seem to matter. They've got the exorcism still on collapse. Yatoro's just throwing hooks left and right. Mira's tossing them back to him, just rotting away. They've got the torrent. The buybacks are coming out in mass. They're not happy about this over on the side of the boosters. They're going to see if they can throw some into the fountain. They do manage to get the kill on collapse. That's pretty nice. Yatoro again. Gonna have that curse crown placed upon him. We've got the silence, the boat coming through, the terrorize. They're doing everything they can to kill this Pudge, and he is a tanky lad. He's got the E-Blade, though. It'll buy him just enough time here, maybe to waddle away. Maybe he can get out. Malik chasing him down. He's punching him to death, and they finally end the godlike kill streak on this guy. As now Malik, though, they'll turn back around. They've got the chaotic offering. They get a kill on Malik. They're looking to get the kill over onto PLEB, but he's life-stealing up pretty convincingly, so maybe Team Spirit should have hit those buildings and not just been fountain diving, because that is almost a full team wipe now.
Yatoro has no buyback.
Miposhka almost dying to the golem over there. Oh no.
That's actually kind of a throw. I mean, lucky for Spirit, they have their tier 1 and tier 2 available mid, so the push can't really happen. There's not, but Roshan will happen. This is gonna be that second Rosh with an Aghanim shard. Okay. We got a game here, Moxie.
We do.
Yatoro with the Deso buy and Fountain Dive. Maybe not the play.
I want to see that swing here with the charts. Oh, not that big of. It's a decent sized swing. It's not as monumental as one would think, but
yes, here's this great, excellent team fighting from Spirit. Of course. As luckily for Yatoro, his team kind of carries him in the fight afterwards. Like,
yeah,
Miposhka got a bunch of kills with the golem. Or at least kills Malik with the golem, because otherwise they could go down mid with the Deso on Malik.
Yeah, look how low P1 hits is sitting here because of that golem.
It's very sad.
That was close.
Support life.
That was close. All right. We have a BKB completed now for Mira. It's going to be able to make those initiations perhaps a little bit more safely, get more stuff done. The boosters are trying here. Malik with the, said that Aghanim Scepter has the Deso. What's he working on next? What's coming out on this courier?
Lincoln.
All right, he's got a Lincoln's.
That's for the Dismember that's been very annoying for him.
Very annoying, as MadFrog will immediately die here. Just got left behind by the team. Sorry, MadFrog.
You know, that Pudge talent is one of the weirdest ones, this 1.8x damage. It, like, Dismember does 216 damage per second, but also 1.62 strength multiplier. It's like, what are these numbers?
Somebody was really tinkering with the Pudge and trying to figure it out is what I get from it. Now they're still goofing around because Yatoro wants to last hit on the tower.
You know
you can
how
tell they're having a good time.
You know how you know IceFrog is on vacation? That Pudge is actually good. That's how you know he's on vacation.
Do you think IceFrog has something against Pudge? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, absolutely. And then the moment he comes back, once he's done in Zimbabwe or wherever he's hanging out, Pudge is going to get nerfed into the ground.
Why Zimbabwe?
I don't know. Hey, where else are you going?
A bit of a jump forward here coming out from Mira. That was feeling a little spooky there for half a second because I was like, oh man, he didn't even pop his BKB, but does have a Kunkka on the team, luckily. So.
Oh, they're doing this. They're fishing.
They are.
This is, they got canceled by
stuff.
the Spirit canceled the blink. It's funny,
like, just rinse and repeat, though. Yeah, look at this. Hello, is anybody home? Oh, hello. They just toss back. Avalanche will connect, and the silence over onto Mira, but again, it's got the X. He just poke. Ooh, that hook, not gonna be able to quite land. It was close, though. This one ward over here on the side, I think, is doing a lot of work for them, even though they are standing on high ground. Send the Spirit out again to do some scouting.
It's a dank ward, actually.
A little anglerfish.
Not the cosmetic. I mean the word it's placed. Nothing against anglerfish.
Oh, the hook over onto Evo. Terrorize will come into play. Toss him into the air. Yatoro is gonna have to just waddle out. They'll go for the exorcism. They got the X off over onto PLEB. He's getting a little bit more damage though. They don't quite have it just yet. So we can see Malik finally does fall. They go and throw out the nullifier over onto Evo, the silence, over onto multiple Sierra's collapse. Going for a bit of a dive here over onto MadFrog and P1. Yatoro joining in. So they'll be able to take out that combo duo and they'll find themselves PLEB with the Aegis as Evo's just getting tossed around over here on the side. Looks like they'll finish off Evo. He'll buy back. And PLEB is just winding up here with his movement. There's so many people here. Does have himself his own BKB, but they're going to be able to walk away. And he's going to teleport out now. Because they did use the nullifier. Evo, this is looking like it's going to be a dieback for him. This is not good for the side of the boosters. As Team Spirit just finish off here over on this tower. And again, Yatoro, he's up to some of his tricks. There's only one person who's still alive. So looks like Team Spirit now, they're going to focus on these rats. They're going to get themselves megas and look to maybe end this game.
He canceled this. That's funny. That's funny.
Oh, there it is. There's the hook on PLEB. Mira's just tossing this guy around. There's the torrent. They're playing with their food. The GG gets called. The boosters, they put up a fight. Team Spirit did try to, I want to say they tried to throw a little bit there with the fountain dive in the first time, but